So Kim, I have a question for you. When you write your blogs or website content, have you noticed any improvements or any changes in the AI models over the last couple of months that you have been using? And maybe you can also indicate to us what the tools are that you're using while doing your job.
I think yes and no. And I think different tools had their own strengths. Like the tools that I have used so far in this year, I've used, the standard ChatGPT and then Copy.ai and Search Atlas and Adaptify. And I think I won't say that one tool has necessarily improved everything overall, but I think each tool has had its own benefits. Like I find that Search Atlas is really good for giving SEO insights and for doing, SEO research and planning my articles and getting those key insights. Whereas I feel that Copy AI, for example, I can really tailor the voice way better than I could with Search Atlas. So I don't necessarily think that we should maybe be using these tools in isolation, but rather identifying all the benefits that each tool presents and finding a way to use them simultaneously. And I do find myself doing that. Like if I use Search Atlas for creating a blog and I feel, this needs to be tweaked a little bit, then I will go and use Copy.ai. I feel that it definitely responds to when I give prompts for changing the voice or the tone or the level of reading. It does a way better job. So in that sense, yes, I think because I'm using the tools in a better way than I did in the beginning. So I just thought, okay, I'm just going to use Copy AI and that's only going to be my tool. But I'm now using a wide variety of tools. So I think in that sense, the process is improving. Yeah, I think.
I do have I don't want us to go too far down the rabbit hole of AI because we could obviously have countless shows about AI. We touched on AI on our last podcast. Those are some really great insights. It's good to get the insights from the copywriter perspective and where, AI's copywriting functionality and capabilities are at. I do want to bring in the human element because we know you are a wordsmith. So what I would like to know is how do you generally with clients, because sometimes you do get this feedback when you work with copywriters. Some copywriters have a very strong style and they find it hard to adapt to speaking in the tone or the voice of a particular brand. How do you, as a copywriter, especially when you're doing the writing yourself, how do you align with clients? Like what do you normally use to align your writing style to a client's needs?
I think that is a good question. I think as a writer, you do need to discern between what is content writing and what is copywriting. And I think when you're writing with a copywriting angle, the ultimate goal as a copywriter in a business context is to sell and market a product or a service and promote a business or a brand or whatever you're trying to promote. So you as a copywriter, that is your goal, whether you are working in-house or you're working in an agency for multiple clients, that is the ultimate goal. So when I'm writing with that in mind, I need to remove my personal writing from that arena. So if this is the brand guideline, I do need to stick with that. And I think it takes maybe a skilled writer and someone with experience to be able to be flexible in their writing and be able to change their voice accordingly. So I think it maybe is a bit stubborn if you are dealing with clients and say, this is my voice and this is how I want to portray the copy, but that's not the goal of the business. As a copywriter, your role is not to write a novel or to win an award. Yes, you have to discern what your role and what is your goal as the writer in the business. And a lot of people tend to not understand the difference between content writing or I think responsibilities or what expectations you have as a copywriter. What is your role?
So, Kim, what do you think are the, when we go into 2025 and continue going forward, what do you think are some important trends in copywriting, just content and content marketing in general? Like, are there any things that are on your radar specifically that you, it's like a wish list, like we could be or should be doing this, or our clients could be or should be doing this, or anything like just from research you've done that you've seen?
Well, I recently read, I'm still busy reading the article, but they were just talking about this AI overview, and I've picked it up this year. Like if you type in what is a peanut, and then AI overview will give you like an explanation of what it is. And in this article, they're kind of just talking about what does this mean for content marketing and aligning our content with AI overview. And they were talking about like your funnel stage and create, for example, in blog articles, making it more specific to your audience and less general. So I think in the new year, I definitely want to learn more about how to incorporate my copy in line with these new developments in Google, and becoming more specific, and also understanding, the final stage that my content is in, so that I can align more specifically to all these new technologies and developments. So it does have an impact.